14-year-old telling him to stop being so horny. So, hey. I was the horniest I was ever at 14 years old. So I was peak horny. So, but I'm just you're like looking at me like kill yourself, man, for stalling. So give it up for David Gonsalves, everybody. Give it up for him.
Hello everyone, how you doing tonight? Thanks for sticking around. How you doing? Before I get into my material, I do these open mics around town, and I'm trying to get better at like all aspects of stand-up. So if it's cool with you guys, is it alright if I do a little crowd work right now? Try to get better at that. You guys cool with doing crowd work?
Yeah.
Sweet, thanks.
Enthusiasm.
All right. So if you don't mind me asking, Miss, right here, where are you from, Miss? Where are you from?
Chicago.
Chicago, all right. Chicago. Shit, still not good at crowd work, guys. Still working on it. I'll think of something. Come back next week. Let's see. So I used to start these things off. I don't know if you ever seen this before. You ever seen like comedians will have the crowd yell out words and topics and we'll try to make jokes out of them? You ever see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that shit anymore. You guys are maniacs. You guys are terrible. One time I started off this set like that, and sure enough, this woman yelled out, 9/11! Alright, like what am I supposed to do with that? Alright? So it's like I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I was like, maybe she said 9/11s. Right? It's like one's a terrible national tragedy, the other one's a pretty cool fraction. Like that might be like 82% of something pretty cool if you're lucky. Not to mention, 9/11s is an irreducible fraction, never forget. Like the, yeah, it's not Let's see what else. So I'm from Florida, and this past winter was really tough on me. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, I basically just stayed in the house the whole time. Like, I felt like one of those, what are those creatures called? I felt like one of those, what do they call when they just sit in the house all winter? They sit inside and eat and sleep and.
Incel.
A bear.
Yeah, close. Actually, it's losers. Losers is what I felt like. You guys had some pretty good guesses. What's that?
Hibernation.
Hibernation, yeah, but I mean, if I slept the whole time, that'd be better. That'd probably be more productive, actually. Shit. If I slept the whole time, like, I could.
Sleeping enough.
Right. Never. So, like, my brother came over, help me out of the funk. Gave me some advice. He came over. He's like, Dave, you just gotta like stay active, keep busy. It's like if it's snowing outside, you just gotta do snow activities. And being from Florida, that meant something completely different than what he was talking about. All right. So I told him, I was like, man, we could have been hanging out if had I known. And he was like, no, Dave, I meant like hanging out with your niece and nephew. I was like, all right, well, if you want to bring those two little narcs along, that's fine, but I don't know why. They'd be interested. And my cocaine. That's what it's all about. Snow activity. All right. Let's see. So while I was in the house a lot, I started watching a lot of Netflix. I watched a lot of those drug documentaries where like interview drug dealers, right? And they always have a mask on when they're getting interviewed. And I had to think, like, whose mask is it? Right? Is it the documentary guys bring it, or is it the drug dealers? Like, drug dealers don't use masks. Like, they're not robbing banks, right? They've never been like, hey, meet me in the McDonald's parking lot in a Toyota Corolla and this Mardi Gras get-up. There's no need for it. It's an observation. And if there's one thing I've learned from these drug documentaries, guys, is that if things ever get tough, I can always go on the dark web and order high-grade Molly from China. And that's my backup plan. That's my side hustle. Fuck a Uber. I'm gonna be drug lord kingpin. God damn it. Let's see. What else? So I'm in a new relationship now. But not like your traditional relationship. It's one of those friends with benefits things, right? And just because like we want to be safe, you guys know how like phones listen to us now, right? So like every time I'm in a room alone with her phone, I'll grab it. I'm just like, abortion, abortion, Planned Parenthood, kill babies, abortion. Right? So that way when she goes on social media again, she'll see ads for it. She'll like see like.
Oh, wow.
Gotta plant that seed, guys, or not. Yeah, that joke sometimes it doesn't do so well.
I get it.
No, it's not a get it, but it's like it does weird in crowds. Like you think like the anti-abortion people, they don't like it because it's just about abortion. And the pro-abortion people don't like it. I don't know why.
Because you have to think.
Probably, but it's probably, but it's confusing because like I brought them so much business. I don't know why they'd be so pro-abortion. I'm right behind you. I'm like, I should have one of those hole punch cards, like where you're six lunches free. Like one of those things. I bring them business. I don't know why they're pro-abortion. They should be grateful. Hey, get up your host, guys, Nathan and the rest of the comments. Thanks for the time.
Yes! David Gonzalez! Are you from Chicago as well? Oh no, because I'm from Joliet.